Okay, this is Study Guide 8, page 2. This is a continuation of number 14. X is less than or equal to 5. So let's draw a number line. And we're working with a positive number, so I'm going to do like 3, 4, 5, 6, and I have room for 7. And we only shade the true, so the question is, will 5, we want to start with the 5, so is 5 less than or equal to 5? And it is true because of the equal, so we'll shade it. And we want to shade the numbers that are less than 5, which are, in this case, to the left. So these are all the shaded true answers. You can also shade your arrow there. M is greater than -2. Now we're working with a negative, so I'm going to add a few extra just to get your bearings as to where we are. I'm going to put 1 and then 0 and then -1, -2, -3. And we have M is greater than -2. Now, is -2 greater than -2? And that's false. So to show that it's false, we don't want to shade it, so we put an open circle. So everything that's not true is not shaded. And then we want to shade the true ones, and the greater ones are to the right of the -2. Number 15, 9 squared is how much greater than the square root of 9? Well, 9 squared means 9 times 9, which is 81. And the square root of 9 is 3, because 3 times 3 is 9. And they want to know the difference in those. How much bigger is this than this? So we've got 81 minus 3, which is, let's go over here and subtract, because you've got to do a little bit of borrowing. Okay, if you take 3 from 11, you've got an 8, and then bring down your 7. So 81 is 78 greater than the square root of 9. Solve and graph on a number line. Y minus 4 is less than -7. So we need to get rid of the minus 4 by adding 4 to both sides. Now you have to watch your signs. That's not 7 plus 4, that's -7 plus 4. When the signs are different, let's go ahead and put our less than. We take the difference in the two numbers, which is 3. We ignore the signs, and we get 7 is the biggest one without the sign, and so it is a negative. Now if we're going to graph that, we need a -3, so I'm going to do 0, -1, -2, -3, -4. And I have -3. We're going to start with -3. And is -3 less than -3? That's false. So we show that by not shading it. And the true numbers that are smaller than -4 are always to the left. Okay, I'm going to rewrite this because I don't have a lot of room, so I'm going to do 12 is equal to 9 plus k over 5. Now, I need to get rid of a 9 and a 5, and the 9's further from the k, so I'm going to subtract the 9 from both sides first, both sides of the equal. And 12 minus 9 is 3. The 9's are gone, and I have k over 5 left on the right-hand side. I need to get rid of the 5. It's divided, so we're going to multiply both sides by 5. The 5's are gone, and we get 15 equals k. You can leave it like that, or you can turn it around with the symmetric property and get k is equal to 15. Number 18, find the perimeter and the area of the triangle. So we've got a pretty good sized triangle. Let's go ahead and do the perimeter first. I see 3 sides, so I'm going to add the 14, the 15, and the 13. And I'll go here and line those up. And so 14 plus 15 is 29. And then the 13, 9, 10, 11, 12, 2, 3, 4. So the perimeter is 42 centimeters. Now the area of a triangle is 1/2. Well, I think usually you use the base times height divided by 2. You can do the 1/2 base times height or divide by 2. So base is the 14. It is 12 centimeters tall. That's that perpendicular height to that base, and then we need to divide by 2. Now, you can multiply the 14 times the 12 and then divide by 2, because the 2 is divided, you can actually cancel it with one of these numbers. And so I can cancel it with a 14 or the 12. And so that's just a little shortcut. So I've got 7 times 12. 2 times 7 is 14. And then we have 84, and we've multiplied centimeters times centimeters, which is square centimeters. Okay, we have another adding and subtracting of integers. You don't change the addition, you only change subtraction. So we're going to bring down our -6. We're going to add the opposite. So we're going to change that to addition, and the opposite of -5 is +5. We don't change addition, so we have plus a -4. -6 plus +5, the signs are different, so you'll get a 1, -1. And then -1 plus -4, we usually say just add. -1 plus -4 is -5. Number 20, write 2 8/10 times 10 to the 4th in standard form. So this is out of scientific notation. So we're going to take our 2.8 and we're actually multiplying it by 10,000. And to do that, we need to move our decimal place to the right 4 spaces. So we'll go 1, and then we'll need to add 3 zeros to go 3 more spaces. Now I'm going to rewrite that with a comma. It's just a little bit easier to read.